Hey, it's Vana, and welcome back to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, well, we did a whole bunch of stuff. We found out that Ancano was evil. Hey, who could have guessed that? And basically, now we need to find the Staff of Magnus in Labyrinthian, and I've already traveled here. I know some people said they like to see every travel section, but to be honest, nothing happened at all. There was one frostbite spider, I killed it, and that's it. So yeah, you know, you didn't miss much. Basically, Labyrinthian is right here, and I fast traveled to Morthal, and then went to this spot. We also basically put all of the unique stuff back in Riverwood in the last episode, and off camera I traded with that one guy, I forget his name, Lucas Valerius, something like that. And how much gold do I have now? I have 2,241, and our carry weight is only 49 out of 300. So we're doing pretty good. This is what our character looks like, Adranok, at the moment. And yeah, let's take a look at our quest, shall we? Not the map. Not the map. The Staff of Magnus. I need to retrieve the Staff of Magnus from within Labyrinthian and return with it to the College of Winterhold. Only the staff will help me put an end to Ancano's abuse of the Eye of Magnus. And we need to enter Labyrinthian, which wins the award for the most shit outside of a location. Out of every other location, including a frost troll, I knew there would be at least one. I believe there are more than this, than just this guy. But he's dead nevertheless. Have we activated anyone else? No. Alright, so I'm questioning whether or not... I think we will do Shalador's Maze, just because even though it's not related to a quest, and technically, even though I'm doing a 100% playthrough, I don't need to do it, because it doesn't fall into my parameters. We're going to do it just because it's one of the most interesting things. It's also my most successful Skyrim's Hidden Treasure of all time. I think it had like over 500,000 views or something like that. I'm not sure what it's up to now. Probably around 600,000, I would believe. Which is decent, especially since I did it way back when I did not have the astute level of commentary that I do now. At least, that's what I think. But it should be right over here. Yes. Here we have Shalador's Maze. So for anyone that has seen that Skyrim's Hidden Treasures, I mean, a lot of people subscribe to me because of that series, so I would imagine there's a good chunk of people that have seen this. Well, you're about to see it again, but at least this time I can explain things more clearly and with more enthusiasm, and it's not like original GV commentary like, alright guys, so we're going to be doing this. There's like a maze, and we're going to be doing that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I remember I climbed up here and I made the thumbnail that, and that's probably a very big reason it was a successful video, just because when you see that, although it doesn't really look as vibrant as it does in the thumbnail because it's snowing heavily, you know, you want to see what that is. What is that? Oh my god, that's crazy. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? I don't think there's really anything that we can do on the outsides. It's just basically for people watching. As you can see, when you come up to this, 4 staves arise out of the ground. We have a Staff of Mage Light, a Staff of Repulsion, a Staff of Fear, and a Staff of Firebolts. Firebolts? I think so. So we can just go ahead and leave. We got 4 free staves. That's it. Just kidding, of course. We also have a burnt body on the ground. Isn't that great? Who has a lesser soul gem in his hand, and also a tattered note. Enter twice. Exit only once. Alteration will lead you to destruction. Only illusion shows you the way to restoration. Conjure not, but be conjured instead. So we've been given 4 staves. There's 4 schools of magic I mentioned here. You can probably put 2 and 2 together. So we have alteration, destruction, illusion, and restoration. Okay, so now what I usually like to do is go into weapons, find these staves, and figure out which ones we need to equip first. So, Mage Light should be illusion, right? So first is alteration, which is probably this one, I would imagine. So we'll put that in our left hand, and then destruction is next, which is obviously going to be Staff of Firebolts. And then restoration is last, which means we have this. Oh wait, no, we also have fear. What is restoration? It would have to be this then, Staff of Repulsion. Okay, this one has to be restoration. So, illusion would be, or alteration would be fear? We can check this right now. If we go into magic. Okay, so fury is an illusion. Huh. It doesn't really matter because we can just do trial and error. So let's just favorite all of these. Okay. And we'll just see. We'll head into the mage and see what we've got. So right off the bat, okay, here we go. All right, so first and foremost, you want to open all of these. Are there ones over here? Okay, there are. Yeah, you want to open all of these just because sometimes they have good stuff. And I think the point, if I can grab this last piece of gold, is to know where you've been. Even though this maze is not difficult at all to follow. But anyways, we have a sigil of alteration, which means we need to use one of these things. It's not going to be the staff of firebolts. So let's try fear in our left hand and mage light in our right. I don't think it's going to be mage light. Okay, that did not work. That opened... Oh, it was mage light. Alright, so the first one was alteration, right? So alteration is done. Which leads to destruction, and then leads to something. Let's just try this. Okay, and let's move on. Actually, we can go ahead and equip our fire bolts because it's going to be a while till we get to another one. There's an eyeball in that one. That's an eyeball, right? I think so. Okay, and obviously you can see there's a whole bunch of hostiles in this place. Oh, actually, is that... I know I'm not really staying on track. We'll get on track in a second here, but I'm just wondering if this is a reference to Pan's Labyrinth, that movie, considering Pan uses a flute, right? And that was a flute, even though I know it's a different type of flute. I don't know. It would be a very tried reference, but it could be a thing. All right, so we have some skeevers. Not really difficult at all. I just killed 2. Why is there only 1 body? How did this one fly all the way over here? I have no clue. Wow. All right, let's open this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I finished my point, but these are supposed to just let you know where you've been, I guess. Yeah, I did finish that point. But like I said, it's not really difficult at all to figure that out because you can only move in one direction. It's not even a maze, really, in technicality. All right, but let's keep going. So far, so good. My mental prowess is allowing me to navigate this maze with ease. And I'm being sarcastic, so calm down. Also, a faint calling of a word wall. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that. But sometimes these little shutters have good things inside of them. Not too often, but... Completionist, so I'm going to open all of them anyways. As you can see, there's a nice head in there. We'll take the gold out of his mouth. Bloody gold is my favorite type of gold. The more you know. Okay. Still a lot of these red hostile dots, but whole bunch of bones here. Not a good sign. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Come on now, what's the point then? Put something in each one, you lazy-ass developers. Jeez. Okay, and you, nothing. And you, nothing. I remember the first time I did this, though, there was something I got confused about, and a lot of people gave me shit for it. And the second time I did it, because I think I've only done this twice, the second time was off camera, and I remember thinking, like, how did I get confused? This was the easiest thing ever. Okay, this one is clearly destruction, which means we need to equip... Wait a second, can we actually just use magic? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that works. Let's harvest that hanging moss, and then drop down... Which should lead us, if I remember right, to a little underground section here. We have another sigil of conjuration, but you can see it's not glowing. There's nothing we can do with that one. Let's see, we can go to the left, or we can go to the right, but let's hold off on that. I want to see what's over here. Okay, it's another drop-off point that we have not been to. So if you remember the riddle, enter twice, exit only once. And that will make sense to you guys in one split second if you have not done this before. Also, I seem to remember on the outskirts, there was a whole bunch of alchemical ingredients, so we should have started from over there. It's wherever whatever the opposite of the word wall. Yeah, there's a lot of dragon tongue. Okay, so there's the word wall. Yes. One of the things I was confused about, yeah, you can harvest all these alchemical ingredients, is that when I came here in that Skyrim's Hidden Treasures video, this word wall was not working. It was bugged, and I thought we had to complete it to get it or something, but no, it was just bugged. But we've learned Fear, Dismay. I think we'll just take a look at that, since we can't actually... I mean, we could use it. The shouts are not a part of my use magic every time we get a new spell plan. And the weak shall fear the Thuum and flee in terror, so you can probably tell what that one does. So we want to enter through here. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and grab all of this stuff, since our alchemy is raising a lot faster than it has been in my off-camera playthroughs. Alright, into the second entrance of the maze. I didn't realize we could actually just use normal spells. Okay, so which one have we used? Mage Light, which means now it's either Fear or Repulsion. Let's try Fear. Yes. Which means Staff of Repulsion is the last one. But let's go back to Firebolts. Okay, open you. Nothing inside. Don't freak out that some of these are already open. It's just that we've been to the other side. As you can see, this one's going to be open because we've been in there. But we have not... This one's not open, so... We're still doing good. No worries, no worries. I know that's a little confusing. Alright. Yeah, we basically just run through this. It's not like... It's literally not a maze, which I don't understand. And also, I remember, like, the backstory to this location. I forget where you can see the backstory, but the backstory was that it was like a test for mages or something. Back in the olden days. I think actually this one was in Arena. I might be wrong. I think this was in another Elder Scrolls game. But anyways, it's like, what mage is not going to be able to do this as long as they have a base level spell? The point I'm trying to make is just that Skyrim makes everything too easy. It doesn't need to be this easy. There could actually be a challenge. Okay, finally we're rewarded with something, even though I have a multitude of gems. Just haven't found a trader that is able to buy all of my stuff off of me. Okay, Ice Rage. Hello, I was not expecting you. But years of playing Pokemon have taught me that fire is strong against ice. And that I know for a fact. Random skeleton over here who has a conjuration book, Liminal Bridges. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, so close. Alright. Yeah, I do always cringe when we increase a skill level that's already pretty low. Centurion Dynamo Cores, I used to collect. This was the one unique item that I would always collect just because it's like the coolest freaking non-unique item in the history of Skyrim. It's also cooler than a lot of unique items. Yeah, but I'm not going to take them this time around just because they are not unique, unfortunately. But they are cool looking. Okay. What is that? Spell Tome, Heal Other. I think we have Healing Hands, which means this is a new book. Heals the target 112 points, but not undead, Atronachs, or machines. Unfortunately, we can't use that unless we have a target, so we'll have to hold off on that one. But I will try to remember. Okay, should be getting pretty close to the ending here, I would imagine. Yes, indeed. Alright, the last one is going to be the Staff of Repulsion. So, there you go. Let's go ahead and get our Firebolt back. Drop down here. And this was the part that I got confused at. Oh, there is something with this. Yes, you can miss out. Oh, geez, I forget what happens. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. Number 1. There is something bad that can happen here. You can miss out on the reward. I forget how you miss out on it. I think it's if you kill the person too fast. But there's obviously a portal here that leads to the Trial of Conjuration. We've been conjured. Oh, that, I think we just did it. Wait a second. Okay, no, I think actually we're okay. It's if you kill this guy too fast. Oh, right. Yes, if you kill him before he's able... Basically, at a certain threshold, he teleports you back outside, and then you have to fight outside. If you kill him before he does that, like basically in one hit, and you saw how much damage he took, so that's not a hard thing to do. You miss out on looting his body, and you miss out on the Daedra Heart, and also the unique item, the Diadem of the Savant. Spells in all schools cost less magicka to cast, and it's also light armor. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip that and assume it's better than the Mage's Circlet. And what's funny, a little side note, that's not actually unique because there's another copy of that at a different location. I believe it's Froki's Shack. On top of a stump, you can find another Diadem of the Savant. So just a little tip there, but nevertheless, that should be good. I'm not sure what the stats are, and we've got Flame Atronax, which means we need to switch to Frostbite, but I guess we don't have Frostbite, so Sparks are going to have to do. I mean, we do have Frostbite, it's just not in my favorites. But yeah, I'm not sure what the stats are. I'm sure someone's going to write it in the comments. But all schools of magicka using less magic sounds like it's good. So I think we'll just keep that. I did not realize how close we were to death right there. That would have been bad. Okay, so yeah, really good to explore Shalador's Maze because not only do you get a word from a word wall, but you also get a unique, well, semi-unique item, as you can see here. It's basically the same thing, just a different color. And like I said, we will keep it. But the goal of coming to Labyrinthian is not to explore Shalador's Maze. It's, of course, to head into Labyrinthian and get the Staff of Magnus. Speaking of staves, we are going to unfavorite these and drop all of them. Yes, they are worth something, but at this point, they're just doing far more damage to my carry weight than they're actually going to be worth. So back into the outer sections of Skyrim, and there's still a lot that we can explore outside of Labyrinthian, which is insane. I'm not going to do too much, though, because I think it's just a bunch of random chests and stuff. The one thing that we do want to take a look at, though, is inside this little area here. We have a skeleton on the ground, a wooden mask. Let's take a look at that. The wooden mask comes with an unfamiliar energy. Light armor, no stats, but it is glowing, which means it's enchanted. And also a note, Hired Thug's Missive. My nose is itching like crazy. If you guys want to know the specifics, specifically my left nostril. Just thought you guys should know that. It seemed like an easy enough job. Graz and me done plenty like it before. Some chinless Breton wants bodyguards for a trip into the mountains. Fine, easy clink for us. He goes on about this twice-forsaken mask of his the whole way, of course. Got a pretty good laugh when Graz snatched it and put it on her face. He threatened to fire us for that one. Not smart out here on your own. He realized that right fast and shut up about not paying. So we get here, he thumbs through some papers and mutters to himself, never you mind that me and Graz had to cut through 10 stinking trolls just to get him here, and without so much as a warning, poof, he's put on that mask and vanished. Could have put my hands on his throat one moment, the next he's not so much as thin air. Well, after a while, we didn't know what to do, and Graz picks his gear up to head home, picks her gear up to head home, when he poofs back, that mask in his hand. Begs us not to leave, says he needs us to wait, this is what he's paying us for, then puts the mask back on his sorry face and he's gone again. I'd seen cloaks do invisibility before, but a few swings of my fist proved he wasn't pulling that one. Nothing there to hit. He shows up again, tells us he needs more time. He just needs more time. Has to figure out something about other masks and vanishes again. That was yesterday, and I'm done with twiddling my thumbs and writing letters to myself. We're leaving come sunrise, and if he shows up again, I promise Azura I'm putting this dagger through his chest to keep him in one place. We'll put more loot off him. We'll pull more loot off him than he could have paid alive. But not the mask. That cursed thing can stay and rot with him and the trolls right here. So I would also assume well, most of us know about this. And actually, I just realized the skeleton must be the guy that they were talking about. Oh, there's a dagger in his heart. Okay, I've never noticed that before. So they killed him, basically. Now what I don't remember is, I want to save the game here. If we put on that wooden mask, does it happen? It does happen. Okay, so we put on the wooden mask, and we've been taken to a familiar site, but a bit different nevertheless. We can't open that door. Nothing in these urns. Nothing in the chest. Nothing in that chest. and nothing in that urn as well. But what we do have is a very odd-looking little miniature replication of a word wall, and a whole bunch of busts. Volsung's bust, you lack the required item. Vokun, Otar, Morokai, forgive me, there's no way I'm going to know how to pronounce these. Ragots, Nakrins, Hevnorax, and Croesus's bust. And we lack the required item for all of these. And we haven't seen we haven't seen any of these guys. But basically what this is those are all dragon priests, and you can find all of those in game. And basically what you need to do is kill all of them, take all of their unique masks, come here, put on the wooden mask, go back in time, place all of the masks on the busts, and then you'll get a pretty sweet reward. And that's all unmarked as well. And we will be doing that, no worries. Because that is part of my prerequisites for a 100% Skyrim playthrough. But to do that, we need to kill ourselves a whole bunch of dragon priests. And we'll get to that later on. For now, we are doing the Mages Guild. I did not expect us to only have 9 minutes left to do the Mages Guild part, but hey, whatever. Sometimes it just works like that. We have the Ghost of Savos Aren here, who's just standing here. Let's move a little bit closer.
We're finally here. Let's not waste any more time.
Are we truly sure this is a good idea?
We'll be back at the college before anyone even knows we're gone.
You would care about that, since you're the Archmage's favorite.
Don't forget, this whole idea was Atma's to begin with.
Let's just get inside. See what's in there.
Alright, well, we've got a whole bunch of ghosts here, obviously. Including Savos Aren, so I guess they're not truly ghosts. And also a ceremonial door. Luckily, we have the Torque of Labyrinthian, which will allow us to head inside. So obviously, you can't do this unless you get that Torque. And we need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Can you imagine the looks on their faces when we come back?
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things guarding this place?
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, this little section is always really buggy sometimes. Yeah, and they all just disappear. I hate that. Like, make them fade out. Come on. Also, we have a ton of well, I guess you could say a skeleton of skeletons in this main room here. Which we could loot, but we already know what they're already gonna have, blah, blah, blah. Also, Spell Tome Detect Life. Ooh! I forgot completely that that actually existed in this game. So, you guys know how it goes. Nearby living creatures, but not undead, machines, or Daedra can be seen through walls. Not Daedra, really? Why? Let's go ahead and try that out. It was Alteration, I believe. Yes, we will put that on our left hand. Actually, I guess every time we find a new spell, we'll just dual wield it. I don't think you can make this more powerful. Well, I guess maybe it just increases the range. Let's try it out, though. Whoa! That drains our magicka mega fast. Wow, okay. So I guess, just to make sure that it works, we'll wait until we see somebody, and then we'll use it. I forget if it said undead. I guess that would make sense, that it doesn't find undead. Obviously, we have a whole bunch of red blips in the distance here. Let's try this. I really want this to work, but I don't think it works on undead. And why is this? Oh, it closes right afterwards, doesn't it? And the reason for that is, of course, because we have a skeletal dragon boss fight, which I just completely forgot about and did not prepare for. Luckily, we do have Highborn, though. I think we'll just exhaust our current magicka, and we will also put Unrelenting Force on. Okay, get out of here. And wow, that skeletal dragon takes a lot of damage. We might not actually need to use Magicka, or need to use Highborn. Look at that, jeez. Alright, well that works. And are we still gonna have to deal with all of you guys? I want to use the skeleton pun again, but that would just be in bad taste. Okay, okay, calm down. Alright, I guess we'll just need to use Highborn here. We can always wait to get it back. But there are far too many skeletons in here. Okay. Now, not fireball, firebolt. You're dead. The guys with the hoods are obviously the worst ones, because they're actually casting magic at me. Alright, looks like we only have a few left. And we can just pick them off one by one, unless they sidestep like that. Jeez. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn it, I thought I killed all you guys. Come on now. Stand still. Thank you. All right. That should be everyone. And, of course, we have leveled up. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, oh god, I did not calculate how much Magicka we've had. Oh, no, no, no! I think we have at least one more point? Wait a second, but we're level 11. We start at level 1, and so we've been given 11 points, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put it into health just to be safe. I really am a perfectionist, I'm not kidding. So I do not want more than 10 points into Magicka. So I'm going to put it into health just to be safe, and then off camera I'll figure out how much points we have in Magicka. Okay. Now, I don't believe we'll be able to put anything into destruction. People were saying that if I don't have shock magic, we're going to get destroyed by mages. But at the same time, if we focus on all areas of destruction, I guess it's okay, but actually restoration is probably going to be better still, because there were some really good perks for restoration. Let's see. Dual casting restoration spell overcharges the effects into an even more powerful version. That sounds really, really good. Alright, let's go ahead and loot this skeletal dragon, who's going to have 5 dragon bones. We do have the carry weight to be able to take those. And unfortunately we missed the animation of it emerging from this little burial site. I also want to search one of the skeletons with hoods just to see if they have anything interesting over the normal skeletons, but actually I'm not seeing any dead bodies anywhere. Well, bodies, or bones, I guess. So I think we'll just move on. We have an etched tablet here. Hail all, brave city Bromjunar. Forever these walls shall stand. May enemies see her majesty. May all quake to behold her.
We have to go back. We can't leave Gerduin.
We barely made it out alive. And you want to go back in?
It's too late. There isn't enough of him left to go back in after.
Gods, what have we done?
We can't go back. Might as well go forward. We can still do this.
Savos is right. We can make it if we just stay alert.
And now we just wait to see if they're going to say anything else, but in reality, they're just going to all disappear. Alright. Into the Labyrinthian Chasm. I don't understand why the mages have been so difficult in the College of Winterhold questline, but the actual skeletal dragon boss fight took like 2 or 3 firebolts. 4 or 5. Like, why was that thing so weak? Maybe it's supposed to be, but it doesn't feel like it. Alright, we've got a little less than a minute left to go here, so we will explore a tiny bit. Okay, that was odd. And also, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but my Magicka drained when that happened. Looks like we got another draw to through. Oh, actually, a frost spirit. I don't remember that happening. Hey, what's strong against frost again? Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. I was going to say, oh no. Do I look like an idiot now? Wouldn't be the first time. Over here is going to be a flame spell if it wasn't obvious enough. Of course, we already had... Doesn't everybody start with flames? Not sure. Anyways, we're going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. In the next episode, we will continue on, hopefully find the Staff of Magnus and stop. Magnus? Yes, I think I said Magnus, but I combined Magnus and Madness. Anyways, hopefully we will find that and stop on Kano. I will see you all there. Adios.